Welcome to the podcast, gang. A lot of good stuff today.
So much good stuff. Julie Bishop has excommunicated her ex-partner from the business lounge. It's the ultimate upper-class get-back, isn't it?
Who does she look like again, Sam?
She looks like Dr. Chilton from Silence of the Lambs. Look it up if you don't believe me.
Look it up.
Kitty Flanagan. I just felt that I hadn't given her due last time she was in.
Yeah.
So we quickly got her on the
You
phone.
made things right with Kitty Flanagan.
Well, you'll see why, by the way.
Absolutely.
She's an amazing woman. Jokes aren't funny. Wow.
I went to the bottle-o.
Swan's back on the wagon.
Yeah, did I fall off the wagon or what? And Melissa Leong popped in to talk about her amazing book and her tour of Japan.
Just to point out too, Brownie was away today. I was in from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock.
Enjoy.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. It's Wednesday and Jonathan Brown out again, but Sam Pang in. And Sam,
Good
welcome.
morning. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Deano. Good morning, Melbourne.
There's a lot of people that will be hearing your dulcet tones, for the first time, because there's got to be some listeners that can only listen between 6 and 7.
Yeah, we're live right now. We should prove that we're live somehow.
13, 24, 10.
I'll swear.
Have you ever heard Sam at 6 o'clock in the morning? And what do you think? I did say to you, I called you yesterday, Sam, and I said, listen, you don't have to come in. And you said, what? I'm going to miss out on the Blockheads competition. Not on my watch, Swanee. So here he is.
Thank you, Swanee. I'd never miss the Blockheads.
Never.
It's on at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, 7:30 a block, actually.
7:30 a block.
Yeah.
It doesn't
And we'll
quite
be
make-
playing that at about 6:15 a block.
Sometimes it's at 7:45 a block, but,
Yeah.
Generally around that a block.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be here again. I loved this yesterday morning, and I'm coming with energy. I'm bringing the fire.
He's bringing the fire.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
How good is exploring our amazing backyard again?
And ticking off all Aussie big things. Pineapples, bananas, melons.
That's making me hungry.
Head to whatif.com and start planning your big Aussie adventure.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Good morning, Melbourne. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. Go and book a holiday. What if it's Aussie for travel? It's got everything.
How about some tropical stuff?
Well,
Fucking
not yeah. Let's get focused on the footy bit, if that's all right. Because the big news yesterday was the AFL. Swanee has.
What have they done?
TV rights were decided or announced yesterday. Well, actually, when I say decided, no, there's been discussions going on for a while.
A long time. Who's
Has
had
this-
them before?
Well, Channel 7 and Foxtel have had them for the last 10 years or whatever.
Okay.
The AFL has gone again with Channel 7 and Foxtel
Okay.
for a record $4.5 billion over 7 years.
Can you say that again?
4.5 billion?
Oh, g'day, punters!
Yes,
4.5,
well,
eh?
I'd say because of those punters, there is a bit more money than there used to be. So from 2025, this is big. By the way, so Channel 9 and Channel 10 had a go at it, Swanee.
Did they?
They did. And I think Gil McLaughlin sitting next to Kerry Stokes at the footy on the weekend made a giveaway. You know what I mean? I would have thought that's
They weren't even trying to hide
a
it.
massive surprise.
It wasn't even disguised.
No. Were they worthy underbidders? Did they give it a crack or no?
The other, no. I have a little bit of insight that there was some real big numbers thrown by 9 and 10, because 10, of course, it would have been Channel 10 and Paramount Plus.
Yes.
With the backing of, US dollars, Dean.
Yeah,
Oh.
10 have got some juice now. Look out for 10.
Absolutely. Anyway, so the big takeaways, though, is that Thursday night footy is looking like 15 Thursday night games in a row. So Thursday night footy is a real thing. Now, it's the first 15 games too. So it's just Thursday night footy is
That affects a certain show.
Are you happy about that? Or is that not good for Pangy?
well,
And
that means
front bar.
it means the front bar if it goes again next year. Well, there's no guarantees. With
Oh,
this.
come
yeah,
on.
yeah, no worries.
no,
No,
no.
I'm just saying. Hold on, Christine.
It's such a
Yeah, it's
shit
on the
show.
ropes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Christine, good
just
shows.
getting worse.
Good shows have gone down before. I'm just like, there would have been some. Channel 7 have had to up some. They've had to plump up some money to get the rights. There may be cost cuts involved, of which front bar could look at the very least.
His rights on mates in a mission got the bullet.
At the very least, Andy Marr's fluff has got to go. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have all.
You've got to
these-
rein it in.
Exactly.
Yes.
So Thursday night footy, Fox no Saturday night footy on free to air. No Saturday night footy
That
on
sucks.
Channel 7.
Wow.
There'll be a Fox exclusive to Fox, and then also Fox Footy will have its own commentators from in 2 years' time for the final 5 years.
It's not a move for the everyman.
If you're broke and want to watch the footy, you got to go to the pub.
That's no good.
Anyway,
for the
that
pub.
was announced yesterday with the Gillan McLaughlin, and then the CEO of Channel 7,
Controversial.
James.
I just want to stop down for a minute. That's controversial that you cannot sit at home on a Saturday night and watch the footy
Bloody fat cats.
unless you pay.
I know it's a big
That's not
move.
good.
It's the way it's going, and then that's the way it is in the States. The free to wear is
Well, that doesn't make it okay, does it?
absolutely not. But
Dogs.
Foxtel and KO seem to be pretty big winners, and Channel 7, of course, have the right, so that's good. So that was yesterday between Gillan McLaughlin and the CEO of Foxtel and the CEO of Channel 7 as well.
Was there some big press conference, Was
Oh,
it
yeah,
like
they were all at the big table, and they're making the big announcement. All the reporters
Little
are
glasses of water. So many. You've got to lubricate that throat to give the news.
there. Absolutely.
Might have some audio here from said press conference.
We're going to sell up the front bar and the quantum and the entertainment it provides, not obviously just in the heartland AFL markets, but across the rest of the country. And so that's a massive investment and dwarfs, all the other major footy shows in its, sort of in overall numbers.
I was watching this press conference. I could not believe that at the press conference where $4.5 billion rights are being announced, that all of a sudden front bar was getting a run, Swanee.
That is unbelievable.
Name checked.
We're going to sell up the front bar.
Mari the killer. Actually, Mari's a little bit flat. He didn't get name checked personally, to be honest.
Hey, this show started in a pub years ago, Swanee. It was an internet show.
They're going to have to pay.
Giant killers.
They're going to have to start paying.
You slayed the footy
You
show.
cannot be mentioned in a press conference and not get a pay rise. That's just not going to happen.
That's how it works, man.
And do you know what? I hope all your producers get one too, because they actually are the stars.
I think they get more than enough, by the way. But I think I'm off to pick out a jet ski today. I'm not saying there's a lot of disposable income there. Hey, the other big news, Swanee, though, is that
Jet ski.
jet ski is the go-to one because my friends
absolutely
of
is.
mine that are in finance and all that, when when things go south, when things go bad in a like if there's a market crash or something,
yeah.
the jet skis are the first thing to go.
They really are. And the bespoke trailer that goes with the jet
Thank
ski,
you,
which
Swanee.
is an extra. Yeah.
I just want to Australian pop rock artist G Flip will perform at the AFL Grand Final halftime entertainment. Famous for Drink Too Much and Killing Time. Dean, have you got any other songs?
Here
there?
we go. Wait, Jack. That's Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh God, don't worry. We should have teed this up. They're not there.
Imagine
Here we go.
Carly-
Found it. G-Flip is absolutely huge at the moment.
Bring back
G Flip
Meatloaf.
is
Absolutely huge.
because when Jack told me it was G Flip, I thought it was G6 with the Far East movement. That's
No, Dad.
no,
Great
Dad.
song.
Take that back.
Tune or not a tune, Jack?
Oh, come on.
This is an absolute tune.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
banger.
tune, and
Yeah.
G Flip would be doing worse than to sing G6 at the halftime entertainment. No?
Did you just say, okay, Dad?
Yeah, I
to
did.
Sam? That's
I
really
did.
hurtful.
Yeah, well, shots fired.
Youthful.
That's it anyway.
Hey, no move.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Where do we stand on Julie Bishop?
Can't help but like her.
Can't help but like her. What do you think, Pang?
Yep. Yeah.
She had this handsome boyfriend, David Panton. Do you
I
remember?
met him.
He's very
Brandy and I
dashing.
met him at the races. What a what
Sorry,
was that?
what
What
was
was that
that?
gesture that you
I made a
then,
rude
Dad?
gesture because I heard privately, one of you guys told me that they were
That wasn't me. Who
they were
said anything.
maybe keys in a bowl type scenario, Swan.
I did not say that.
Swingers.
All I'll say is, Swanee, we met him and he had a jawline to die for, Dana. That's all I'm saying.
He is so handsome.
Mate, he's handsome.
And she is a juggernaut, of course, but he broke up with her regardless.
Well, she looks a little bit like Dr. Chilton from Silence of the Lambs. I mean, if you just look that up. She's a beautiful
forgotten
woman,
that.
but I'm just saying I like handsome women.
I'd forgotten about that likeness, and it is uncanny.
It's nuts.
Google it if you can.
You won't believe it.
It's ruined
You
everything.
won't believe it, Swanee, will
You
you?
will not believe it. It absolutely, it takes your breath away.
It's one of my greatest
Did you come
observations.
up with it, or
Absolutely.
It's
By the
unbelievable.
way, the first time, I'm not saying any, I'm just I'm just pointing out that there's a similarity, right, between Dr. Chilton from Silence of the Lambs
Undeniable.
and
Julia Bishop.
Yeah. And when I first put that out there,
Yeah.
in my just the normal life, it was not well received. It was
No.
like, mate, what are you talking about? You're an idiot.
But then when your eyes see it, you can't deny
Thank you.
the likeness.
Carry on, Christine.
It's uncanny, but they broke up. He broke up with her on July 1st, and she's struck back in the most bish way possible. He's tried to catch a flight, a Virgin flight, and he's turned up to the Beyond Lounge. Now, people might not realise this. I certainly didn't, that there are levels of lounge.
Oh.
Like a lounge on its own, to me, is the epitome of fancy, the fact that there is a lounge. But there are levels of lounge. So Virgin has the normal, business lounge.
With a buffet.
Yes, and then they have the Beyond Lounge, which you've got to be super fancy to get into. Similar to the Chairman's Club. Have you heard about the Chairman's Club on Qantas? I've been there a few times.
Oh, someone's doing well.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't my membership. It was my manager at the time. Was like a lifetime Qantas person, and that's how you get in. You can't even see the entry is not marked.
What? It's like a secret door.
Yeah, it's like a secret door, and it's super super fancy.
What else happens in there? No cameras, if you know what I mean.
Neil Perry does the catering and stuff. Like, it's very fancy.
But he's in there on the tools.
And of course,
Hey, Perry, give me a toasted sandwich, hurry up.
Some anti-inflams being passed around.
fries and aioli, please. Anyway, of course, she and he together did a huge amount of travel. So they were both members of these super fancy
No wonder they broke up, Swanee.
lounges. That's right. Anyway, he turned up to the invitation only Beyond Lounge at Virgin, and he was knocked back because earlier in the week, Julie Bishop had called and said, by the way, please remove David Panton from my membership. He is no longer associated with me. It's called a disassociation, and I'm here for that sort of pettiness. When she was confronted by, I think it's the Fin Review, asked her, said, what about this embarrassing moment where David Panton was trying to get into the lounge and he was knocked back? She said, wait till he finds out about the Qantas Chairman Lounge.
You've been bitched.
You've been bitched, and it reminds me of, I can just see her in a desk, at a desk, well lit, in sombre lighting, delivering that line, not unlike the Joker from the original Batman films with Michael Keaton.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Spot on.
Can't you see it?
Spot on.
I think this could be one of the most fabulous and petty things I've heard in a breakup.
He's a sweet kid to think that would just carry on post-relationship.
Very naive from old mate.
Well, he said, listen, after the Beyond Lounge, I wasn't going to try my luck at the Chairman's Lounge, so thanks for the heads up. 13-24-10, have you or the partner that you broke up with gotten real petty over stuff? My parents fought for years over a tent.
A tent?
A tent. Neither of them like camping. Dad got it and never used it.
But your mum kept the pegs, so...
Correct.
There you go.
13-24-10.
JJ. Are you there?
Howdy, folks.
What's the pettiest thing that you've seen become a sticking point in a relationship?
Well, my ex cheated on me, and I had to go watch our daughter that we had together at her house one morning, and her and the man she cheated on me with were doing a puzzle on the kitchen table. So I stole the middle piece, and I drilled a hole in it, and I still have it till this day.
You should turn into a necklace, JJ.
I did.
Yes.
Good on you, mate.
JJ, that is... we can't do better than that.
No, mate.
What was when you realised that was what you were going to do, did you feel proud of yourself?
I did, because I'd been the good guy the whole way through. I'd sort of copped everything to be the good father, and that was my one thing that I did.
JJ.
Cold-blooded psycho.
No
JJ.
regrets, no regrets.
Hey, for that behaviour, I'm going to send you to the movies, friend. You're going to go see the horror comedy Bodies, only in cinemas September 15. Thanks, JJ.
WTB, baby.
Oh, no, that's a podcast reference.
Oh, is it?
Oh, dear.
Well, are we not allowed to?
It's We the Best, baby. I hate it, but Campbell Brown thinks it's a long story. Anonymous, good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning. How are you?
Well.
Talk petty things.
Well, there was many, but the thing that got to me the most was the day I was actually moving out of the house. I went to pack a certain drawer and all my sex toys were missing and my husband had hidden them.
Rough.
It wasn't because I wasn't using them, so, yeah, it wasn't rough.
Right, son.
Why weren't you using them?
Well, because I couldn't find them.
Because he'd taken them, Swanee. The ex-husband had taken them, or emptied the drawer.
Yeah, but you would have been using them if they weren't stolen.
Yes, prior to that, but let's just leave it at that.
What'd you do? Did you restock? Did you just put your sexy
I restocked.
Yeah.
Correct. I restocked, yeah.
Nice.
Good thing about Sexyland, it's open till late at night.
Where is it, though?
On the way to the airport.
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
Often, it's like duty free for me. I always, if I'm getting a flight, I'll pop in.
It's essential. David Panton was also banned from Sexyland on the way to the airport.
That's a good. That's a good one.
That's mean. That's mean. That is a low blow because clearly he wasn't satisfying you.
Yeah.
And the one thing that was, he took as well.
He took away.
Hope it didn't turn into a necklace like that puzzle.
You have won
right,
a
Dino.
double pass. My phone, a double pass to Moon Age Daydream, a David Bowie documentary. It's only in cinemas September 15th.
That sounds good. Good
Thanks,
on you.
Amon.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. Jonathan Brown is off today. Sam Pang in the chair as usual.
That's right, as
From
usual.
7.
From 6 o'clock.
6 a.m. a block.
I know you're a good soldier.
I'm loving it.
my
I'm
friend.
loving it. It's wonderful to be here.
We got
Have a bubbly.
we got some big names coming up.
Flanagan.
We're talking Kitty Flanagan. Your chance to win a Mitsubishi Mirage in Jokes Aren't Funny. If I say the word McGruff to you, what do you say?
Do you know that, Pang?
No,
Do
I
you
do
know
not.
McGruff?
No, I do not, but I can't wait.
You're going to love it. And I've been to the bottle shop.
What?
Have I fallen off the wagon?
Swan's back on it. She's got red wine teeth.
We'll see.
You're burying the lead. Coming up next.
Yes. Not.
Yesterday was tune or not a tune, yeah?
Yeah.
Today, not on this day. Stick around anyway.
Come on.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie's Not on This Day.
That's right. The segment that people can't believe is a segment. Not on this day if you haven't heard it. Whoa, are you in for a treat? It's where we celebrate events, controversies, inventions, movies, songs, television, anything that didn't happen on this day, September 7th in history. We got it?
Yeah, of the
All
same
the-
date but different year.
No.
No.
All
It
these
didn't
things
happen
It
on
didn't
this
happen on
day.
September 7th. All this
Gotcha.
stuff didn't happen on September
For
7th.
example, you were born not on this day.
Gotcha.
Anyway, not on this day in 2017. In an interview on the red carpet at a charity event for the David Lynch Foundation, Jerry Seinfeld was being interviewed, and then my girl Kesha came up and, well, she wanted something.
Oh, God.
Kesha, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Waved her off. And so it's amazing footage and amazing audio. But then, so Kesha's come up for a hug. Can I have a hug? No. Obviously, well, let Seinfeld explain, because the reporter who was interviewing him couldn't believe what had just happened.
I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it was Kesha.
Okay. Well, I wish her the best.
He wishes her the best.
Kesha, I wish you were the best.
Have you ever seen that in real life? Somebody knocking back a hug so vehemently?
Anytime I'm out. Anytime I'm out.
I have seen it, and it's quite alarming.
I love it.
A friend of mine from school was exactly like that.
To be fair,
And everybody, we're women, we hug each other. And she said to everybody one-on-one, no, thank you, no, I'm not.
Well, Seinfeld
I'm not up for that.
Seinfeld has a similar philosophy about hugging, because later on he was asked to explain it became quite a seminal moment, a very big moment. I think it was a virus.
No, thanks.
I think it was a virus.
It went virus on the internet.
It went virus on the internet. So anyway, he explained what happened.
I'm 63. I don't know every pop star. I don't know everyone.
But they say you're not a hugger now.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think it was about whether you know someone or not. I hug people all the time I don't know.
He keeps going.
been watching you for years.
I'm so flattered by that.
She grew up.
But the TV only works one way. I can't
know.
see out who's watching.
That is true.
You understand? It only works one way.
Yeah, this is amazing. Just because I've never heard him talk about it, so that's why I wanted to play it. But I get it that I love that the interviewer in the follow up was saying, yeah, Kesha used to watch you on telly, and so I was going, yeah, that's one way. I can't see that she's watching me. Is there one more? I think
she was very nice about it. We laughed about it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you hug her afterwards?
No.
Oh no.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
I'd hug Kesha.
It'd be a germs thing, I reckon.
Well, no, it was more. The rest of the interview is more about not first meet. He doesn't just hug. He hugs old friends, but not just the first time. He'd never met Kesha.
Also, her energy was a bit manic, you know,
she was.
and surprising. It was a bit of a shock.
Hey, what about this? What about this day? Not on this day in 2020. The headline: Puppetry of the penis star injures testicles with corkscrew during show.
Oh,
come on!
I mean, it could happen to all of us.
At the Adelaide Fringe Festival, David Friend, co-founder of the comedy group, severely injured his testicles while performing his signature trick, the bulldog.
I thought it was the breast, but it was the bulldog.
No, it was the
What
bulldog.
is the bulldog?
When he plopped down on a woman's lap who happened to have a corkscrew in her pocket.
Ow! Jesus! That is so... Ow!
This is why, whenever you go to do a penis-based trick, you check people's
You've got to frisk
pockets.
people.
Friendy sat directly on the corkscrew in the woman's pocket, which was a souvenir from her trip to a winery that day. And apparently, Friend's testicles, while performing the bulldog, turned a deep shade of purple. Which I think is a great song, by the way. I've never heard that song. They're one of the great bands, aren't they?
Great rock bands.
I think you're thinking of Whiter Shade of Pale, which is
Whiter
also
Shade of
the
Pale
colour he went.
and Deep Purple.
Yeah.
I put them together. But anyway, that happened at the Adelaide Fringe, where Puppetry of the penis star injured his testicles while performing the bulldog. His signature move.
I wonder if there was a puncture. I wonder if it actually broke that skin.
I'll investigate that.
Thank you, Sam.
It's funny, not on this day in 2005. This song by James Blunt was...
Goodbye, my lover.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my friend.
See ya.
You have been
Good
the
to
one.
me.
You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Come on, that's too sad, Deano. Let's pick up the pace with Not on This Day in 2012. This song by the great Carly Rae Jepsen.
Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. Goodbye, my lover.
So sad.
Goodbye, my...
Weird twist.
Yeah.
I believe on The Masked Singer this year, James Blunt and Carly Rae Jepsen were both guests.
Really?
Yes.
Stop.
Neither of them were there.
Right.
I hung out with James Blunt at the Palais for this show yonks ago.
Is he funny? Is he as funny as he appears on Twitter?
He's absolutely, he's a cheeky boy.
Good on him. He's very small.
Petite.
Finally,
He's a petite boy.
Finally, what about some birthdays? All these people not celebrating birthdays on this day, not September 7th. Pharrell,
in the cake.
50
Pharrell.
Cent, Smallsy, Jason Dunstall, Louis the Fly,
What?
CC Peniston, Ernie
C.C.
Vince,
Peniston.
Peter Hitchener, Dr. Carl, Dr. Harry Cooper.
Which Dr. Carl, though? Kruszelnitsky or
Both of them.
Neighbours?
Both of them
Wow.
not born on this day.
Both of them.
Dr. Pepper, Eddie Murphy, and of course, the great...
Yes?
God, what's her name? Pia Miller, Weitzel, whatever. All not celebrating birthdays today, September 7th.
Wow.
What a day. I mean...
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Let's go.
Win a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage just by hearing one noise. Sam Pang's jokes aren't funny.
Oh, yeah, there's a Mitsubishi Mirage on the line. You just got to make him chuckle, and he loves a laugh. He laughs every day.
Exactly.
Just never in this segment. Raph from Surrey Hills. Raph.
Hello.
Hey, it's a kid, Sam, your favourite.
I'm ready to chat. Hey, how old are you, Raph?
I'm 12.
Is that grade 6?
Yeah, grade 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raph, who do you like better, your mum or your dad?
Oh, dear.
Don't answer that, Raph.
No
You don't
comment.
Need to, yeah, no
comment.
comment.
And I love, oh dear.
Oh, dear. No comment.
Hey, Raph, do you know that did mum and dad tell you that you're going to McDonald's for dinner tonight?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Like this kid. All right, you got a joke, Raph?
What's your favourite food, Raph?
Yeah.
Wait, what's your favourite food?
Pizza or 2-minute noodles.
Oh, yes,
right on, dog.
chicken noodles, yeah.
What's your favourite movie, Raph?
Maybe Marvel Endgame.
Yeah, it's a ripper.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's good.
All right, what's your joke, Raph?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What's black and white and black and white and black and white?
What is black and white and black and white and black and white?
A Collingwood fan rolling down a hill.
You got a good laugh out of Deano there, Raph.
What's playing Michael Jackson's Black or White? Penguin laugh, brother.
Great song. It's pretty good.
Is it all right to play this?
I don't know.
That's
I
a good
never
point.
Know. Whenever I hear Michael Jackson, I'm so conflicted.
Maybe not with a caller who's 12 years old, then. Move on. Let's go.
Raph, you're off to the Triceratops fate of the dinosaurs. Discover the world's... Oh, pleasure. Discover the world's most complete Triceratops fossil at Melbourne Museum. Let's go to...
Silly people.
Chris.
What is wrong with you two?
Neat. Chris.
Chris, hey, how are you?
Chris, how old are you?
32.
Yeah, so you can Michael Jackson's fine now if you want to play him.
All right.
All right, Chris. What's your
My
joke?
favourite. Oh, all right, bear with me here. What do you call an IT teacher who touches his students?
Whoa. Swatty, you wanna repeat that one, Swatty?
I don't know
Nah,
if you do.
don't. What are you?
Are they mature age students?
All right, it is. Yeah, well,
What do you call this teacher?
A PDF file.
PDF file.
You going to play Michael Jackson
You
again?
doing something? I'm loving this, honey. It's taking a real turn, this segment. She's
Chris.
dark today.
This feels
Chris, who?
strangely litigious.
Which
feels dangerous.
Which member of our team allowed that through, Chris?
Oh, I don't know. We'll point fingers at Jack today.
Feels like Jack.
Yeah, feels like
Jack.
Yeah.
You're off
Brodie, it was Brodie.
Of course it was.
Brodie?
Yes, it was
Degenerate.
Brodie.
What's wrong with you?
6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate. It's authentic Italian stuff. It's paired with the perfect drop at Zonzo in the heart of the Yarra Valley.
Why doesn't Brodie know what's allowable and what isn't?
Are you missing something? Soul-wise? Moral-wise? Okay.
Oh, God.
She's doing rude signs.
It's dangerous today, Swanee. Dangerous.
Luke!
Yes.
Hi.
Take it away,
There you go.
Lukey.
Right, so I had to go in for a vasectomy the other day. And the doctor goes to me, he goes, right, so it's quite normal to get an erection during the procedure. I said, no, should be all right. He goes, no, not you, me.
Sam smiled, Luke. That was so close.
No,
come on.
No, I beautifully told
Mate.
of it. That is an old one, but is Michael Jackson the go-to now?
Today just felt right, but might be something new next.
Have you heard that
year.
joke before, Swanee?
No, it's very good.
A $200. Sorry, what was that?
What?
$200 voucher to Harris Scarf. Discover the spring collection with Harris Scarf. Great brands, great prices. Thanks, Luke.
Does that same
Thanks,
doctor
guys.
have
Catch up.
Does that same doctor have an endless supply of fentanyl?
He might
He can turn up to my house and
Speaking of
minister.
litigious, I think he did. He was in court, Swanee.
He's a problem. He's problematic. Tiffany from Park Orchards. Tiffany.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, Gorge.
Where's Tiffany's? I think we're alone now, ready to go.
Mate,
You've
I'll
got,
find it.
got Michael Jackson on
I'll find it.
speed dial. Tiffany?
Fantastic. Ita Buttrose walks into a bar
Yep.
and she sits down next to this really hunky guy, but she doesn't recognise who it is. It's Thor. One thing leads to another. They end up back at Ita's house and they end up making mad, passionate love all night. And then in the morning, Thor rolls over and says to Ita, "Hey, I'm Thor." And Ita looks at him and says, "You're Thor? I'm so sore I can hardly piss."
Oh, good stuff.
Okay, play the music.
I think we're alone now.
I feel alone during that segment.
So that was a speech impediment joke of the expense of...
And Brodie, you
Also
let slip that one through to the keeper?
Was it, or is it just the Thor had really gone to town. You know what I mean? What are we talking about?
Hey, do you want some wine real quick or movies?
I'd love some wine.
Okay, 6 bottles of Zonzo. Don't move.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
They got Nova 100. No JB today. Yeah.
No, I've been in for 3 hours of power this morning, 6 till 9 Swanee. But can I just say, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week, our great friend and just such a talented woman, star of stage and screen. She's an award-winning comedian and, of course, a Logie-winning actress.
Whoa!
Kitty Flanagan was on the show, and she joins us here this morning. Good morning, Kit.
Morning. How are you? This is a surprise.
Well, it's a follow-up because things move so quickly on this show. You're in and you're out.
Yeah.
There's never enough time. Last time you're on our show, other than, of course, plugging and hustling your little career and
last
all
Monday.
your tour dates and all that.
It was last Monday.
Last Monday.
Uh-huh.
Last Monday's, Kitty, of course.
Already 10 days ago.
I know, and people, you love a game. You love to come on this show and play a game, don't you?
I do. That's all. I always want to come on and play the game.
So not only did this time you come on the show, you not only played the game, you also brought something to give to us. But the game was Identicry, Deano.
It's Identicry.
What is it?
You gotta work out who's making the tears.
Work out who's making the tears.
There's another one of Pang's ideas.
That's right, Kitty. I've got ideas. I've got a lot of ideas for segments. So Identicry, if you've never heard it, was I play a scene from movies or television and it's someone crying and you had to guess who it was.
Yeah. Well, it's a great game. And mostly what I love about the game is the sting that comes with the game. I just love the song before the game.
Yeah. Often with many of our segments, the sting is the best part of the game.
Absolutely.
That's fine. The need to point that out seems an odd decision. But anyway, like I said, we played a few games with you and then you said, no, I want to do one. I want to do an Identicry. and I only get you on the phone to basically to say, I just didn't give this enough at the time. This was pure genius, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. I'm talking about the 1993 romantic period drama Summersby, Swanee, which is following the Civil War. The film depicts a farmer returning home from the war and his wife beginning to suspect that the man is an imposter. Jack Summersby is played by Richard Gere, and Laurel is played by Jodie Foster. Now, Kit, this movie, I'm assuming you've seen it. Is it an important movie to you in your life? What?
I used to actually do a bit in a sketch on stage doing my Summersby impression. And what I would do is I would see how many times I could say, I know because, before the audience would just start booing me off. I would just go and go and go until I got booed. It's an odd approach. It's an odd approach for a comedian. I was trying to wear them down.
Well, that's what you've become known. When it comes to comedy, that should be on your poster. She'll wear you down. Don't worry.
Want the impersonation here?
Firstly, this is the scene from Summersby, right, Swanee? This is Jodie Foster and Richard Gere going back and forth. Have a listen.
How do you know I'm not?
I know because...
How do you know, Lord?
I know because...
How do you know?
I know because I never loved him the way that I love you.
It's a powerful moment, Kitty.
Now imagine that times 27, which I think was my record.
Kitty.
She did that to you. You went back and forth 27 times.
I know because I'm remembering your impersonation from 10 days ago and I think it might be extraordinary.
It's extraordinary. Now, it's not the 27 that Kitty says she did on stage, but we've just heard the original. And this is the reason I got Kitty on, is to compliment her on how great this is. Enjoy Kitty Flanagan's impression of Summersby.
I'll play it for you. It goes like this. How do you know I'm not? I know because... How do you know I'm not? I know because... How do you know I'm not? I know because I never loved him like I love you.
Apart from being at least 40 to 50% Bill Cosby.
Full Cosby. There's a bit of Cosby.
Full Cosby.
Kitty, that is an astounding impersonation. Let's have the original again.
How do you know I'm not?
I know because...
How do you know, Lord?
I know because...
How do you know?
I know because I never loved him the way that I love you.
I'll play it for you. It goes like this. how do you know I'm not? I know because, how do you know I'm not? I know because, how do you know I'm not? I know because I never loved him like I love you.
Giddy.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
You're amazing.
Flanagan.
I think my Richard Gere needs work, but
And you need to somehow include the word Laurel.
What can't she do? That's the question.
No wonder you won that Logie, mate.
Thanks, Kit.
yeah, that's what it was for.
Thank you for your time, but it really was just to get you on to pay you a compliment, which apparently I don't do enough. But that is amazing.
Well, I think we should have a song for that. And he pays a compliment.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
I introduced everyone to McGruff the crime dog.
Are you a cross McGruff at all, Peg?
No.
Oh, you'll love
What
it.
is this, Deano?
Please enjoy this picture of McGruff the crime dog. He's a giant-ass dog and pictured here with Ronald Reagan from, the 70s, that is, I
He
believe?
looks like Woodrow from Simon Townsend's Wonderworld. He's the bloodhound.
Former US President Ronald Reagan from the 80s, I believe.
Yep, and Ronald Reagan's first lady...
Nancy.
She hated drugs. Because drugs are a problem.
Say no.
She was behind, one of the many people behind McGruff, the crime dog. And just again, he's got huge ears, a bloodhound. He's in a big suit.
It's a trench coat.
He wears a detective's trench coat.
Like, wow, detective or a flasher. Flashers do that. They wear them as well.
A sexual deviant or a detective.
Yeah, we'll go with detective.
Okay, sure. Anyway, at the time McGruff was brought onto the scene, he released a whole bunch of songs to deter kids from drugs.
You got 10 tracks on a free album.
And I only played you 2 last time.
So good.
Including the one about crack and cocaine.
Yeah. Have you never heard this, Sam? Oh my God, I love it.
McGruff the crime dog.
Using crack and cocaine to get high. That's what you say you love.
That's what you say you love.
But it's really insane. You could die. What are you thinking of? 'Cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine. There's terrible trouble behind it. And sooner or later you're burning your brain, making a mess of your mind.
This is amazing.
It's
Mate,
amazing.
If you were going for crack or cocaine, McGruff would come into your head and you'd stop.
Well, you're insane if you go for crack and cocaine.
You want to hear his thoughts on marijuana?
Please.
Never try marijuana, don't try it at all.
At all.
Never do it.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's like beating your head on a wall.
Well, is that true?
No.
It's not.
Say no way. Marijuana's a fast way to fall.
So he bangs on about that, but during this song, he breaks it down and has a little McGruff the crime dog chat.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that marijuana isn't dangerous, but they're wrong. Because not only does it harm a person's body and mind, but it often leads users to try other, even more dangerous drugs.
Unproven.
And you know,
Back into it. Get him, McGruff.
if you get
Now, today I'm going
McGruff's saying it's a gateway dinner.
Yeah, which, I think studies have proven that might be not exactly true, McGruff, the crime dog.
Anyway.
Today
Who are you to fight with a man in a bloodhound suit and a trench coat?
Correct. Today, McGruff, I'm going to introduce you to his song about inhalants.
Fantastic. Oh my God, she works hard for the money.
so true. There's danger in inhalants.
Danger in inhalants.
They can break you in two. So never sniff inhalants.
Never sniff inhalants.
Breathing them is really no thrill. Don't you know inhalants really can kill? You'll be suffering pain.
Don't do inhalants.
They will damage your brain.
Don't do inhalants.
This is unbelievable, Deano.
Anyway.
It's like the Ashley Madison song.
Anyway, the guy who played McGruff, the crime dog, John R. Morales, was arrested in 2011 for having a grenade launcher and weed. Next,
But he wasn't doing inhalants.
a grenade launcher.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, my.
Was he still in the trench coat?
He was.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Melbourne, welcome to your Wednesday. Jonathan Brown is off. Sam Pang is here. How are you
morning.
feeling, Sam? You've been here since 6 in the morning, for two mornings in a row. It's most unusual.
Well, it's a joy. It's a joy to wake up with you and Deano, the gang, and Melbourne. And I think I've been in pretty good spirits.
What if we don't have that block competition tomorrow? Will you still be here, or it's off? The deal's off. The deal's off the table.
Doesn't matter if that comp's involved or not, but I'll be here at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, right on the dot. And tonight on
And finishing up at what time?
About 9 o'clock. Roughly about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
9 blocks. Roughly about 9 block.
8:30 block to 9 o'clock is the sweet spot.
Greenwich Mean Time.
Thank you.
I wonder if Scott Cam cries himself to sleep at night every time he hears himself substituting the words "a block"
While
for
those
o'clock.
taxidermy dogs just watch him sleep.
On.
Yeah.
With their lipsticks out.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Someone's at the door.
How about some tropical stuff?
I don't know about you, but I really would love. It's Wednesday. I'm all adrift. I just feel like I need a sense of the day.
Time now for a sense of the day.
There's just shaking of the heads everywhere. But Jack, you guys enjoying yourself? But it wasn't a good decision. It's a bad decision. That was a bad decision.
Hates it.
But it was. Do you know what's funny? It was your decision.
Should we stop?
I said this yesterday. There's some sins you never stop paying for.
I just feel like it's 7 seconds.
Time now for a sense of the day.
Jackie, you say 7 seconds. It feels longer. By the way, that's your go-to move, isn't it? Like anytime something. All right. The AFL has sold its TV rights for a record broadcast deal of $4.5 billion.
That seems a lot.
72.
Can I ask a
Status
question?
quo remains. Foxtel and Channel 7. That is what is staying. And the big takeaways are there'll be at least 15 Thursday night games. Also, Fox Footy will have their own commentators. And there's the big one, Swanee. No Saturday night football on Channel 7.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Can I ask a question? I know I work in television, but I'm just a meat puppet.
Do you really?
How do they make their money back? Through advertising, is it?
Yes.
So imagine how much money how much money they get from advertisers.
Bunnings.
Given
all that Bunnings
they're
cash.
outlaying $4.5 billion. For how many years?
Well, there's 2 to go and then there's 5. So it's over 7 is what they're reporting.
It's just
the biggest.
I think there's some contra involved as well, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that means.
The biggest takeaway is that this $4.5 billion press conference is that Front Bar got a mention.
We're going to sell up the Front Bar and the entertainment it provides, not obviously just in the heartland AFL markets, but across the rest of the country.
That's got to mean a pay rise for you.
For Andy Marr.
That was the Channel 7 executive, James Warburton, sitting next to Gil in a packed press conference, and he rolls out the Front Bar mention. And Murray is a bit flat that he didn't get personally name checked.
He should have. He's a
Why
killer.
wasn't he sitting next to James Warburton? That's my question.
I would have thought. G'day, Cockos. Got some big news here.
Thanks, Guru. That's a fair slice of bread.
Anyway, that's the big news, Swanee. That is the big news. The other news, too, is that the announcement comes as part of AFL's 5-day celebration of the halftime entertainment, which will see the great G Flip performing at the grand final.
Leave me, baby, please leave me. Is there a bigger song than that, or is that it?
They're both bangers. What are you talking about?
G Flip.
One's bigger than...
Honestly, she's...
I've heard of G Flip,
Right.
but I haven't heard these songs.
Now, I did broach this earlier.
Why doesn't Nova play them?
I just broached this earlier. I don't know why G Flip doesn't, at the grand final, just sing G6.
Like a G6.
Like a G6. G flips on a G6.
That'll be part of the grand final entertainment, Swanee. Apparently, I don't know, that feels like that the grand final halftime sprint is in danger. Which, have you ever seen that?
The Gillette sprint?
Well, it used to. Do you know that halftime?
I don't know.
Do you know that halftime, for many years, there was a halftime sprint where players from the teams would run in a 100-metre sprint, and you would.
That's ringing a bell.
Yeah.
Like a school carnival.
Absolutely. It was so But I loved it, by the way. I don't know why you wouldn't just do that.
That sweet, sweet razor money.
There was a year when the grand final sprint was involved, instead of players, it involved taxi drivers. Seriously, that was sponsored by...
I never know when you're joking.
No, this happened. This really happened. It was,
oh, God.
They stopped after 3 of the drivers took the long way. And one of them got lost. Anyway, we'll move on. Come on. What about Jerry Seinfeld has gone he's a virus?
Yep.
It's happened again.
He's infected the internet.
He has made his modelling debut for Kith's new collection, KITH. He's the face of...
I've never heard of it.
Kith's fall campaign. It's the New York streetwear brand.
Feels like something a rich old man would wear, like sort of Tommy Gleisner sort of style.
There's some pictures there,
like
Swanee, if you can see them.
Like
but
Gant or Gazman.
Yeah.
Floral fleece, a paisley set, Mets cap, paired with a classic varsity jacket.
Varsity jacket.
He's got to be a very rich guy.
Varsity jackets are cool.
Letterman jackets.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. It's like sporty, rich and sporty.
Giselle Bundchen.
Oh, how are they? So her and Tom Brady is love on the rocks. He's looking for someone.
Might be,
good luck.
So apparently, despite her return to Florida from Costa Rica, a source has said that they still haven't patched things up.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
no, it doesn't happen overnight, does it?
But it will happen. What was that? What was that?
Is that a hair loss thing?
Is that wrong?
It won't happen overnight. Or like a Revlon or something.
The source is Giselle isn't back with Tom.
Pantene.
She flew back
It's
to
a
Florida.
Pantene ad, I think.
Yeah. Tom's still
Repairs your
hoping
hair.
they can reconcile.
Oh.
Giselle has told him she's leaving him. Oh, my God.
Wow, this has escalated.
Wow, this is big. I just wanted to read out a couple of that when I see a headline that says Trump tried to pay a lawyer with a horse. Come on.
Oh, yes.
What?
Yes.
This man worked for Trump in the 1990s. His name was Enrich. Anyway, the bill came to about $2 million. Trump refused to pay. So the lawyer lost his patience and he showed up unannounced at Trump Tower. And Trump was initially pleased to see him because he didn't betray any sort of sheepiness or shame. No problems at all. Come on in.
He held for Trump.
Anyway, the lawyer said, "Listen, I want my money." Anyway, because there's no reason you haven't paid us. Trump said he apologised and he said, "I'm not going to pay your bill, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you something more valuable. I have a stallion."
Oh my
This is something Brodie would do.
This is horseplay.
I have a genuine horseplay.
Genuine.
I have a stallion. It's worth $5 million.
No.
And he rummaged around in his filing cabinet and pulled out what he said was a deed to the horse.
Oh, my God.
And he handed it to the lawyer.
Mate.
Imagine trying to pay your bill with a horse.
And then rummaging around for the paperwork in your top drawer. Stunning.
God. Finally,
Imagine if it was like Mr. Ed and the horse came out and was like, hello.
What's a talking horse?
I'm worth $5 million. Yeah, I'd take that.
That's worth $5 million.
Yeah.
And a news anchor in the States has had to apologise. Now, Ash Gardner does a wonderful job every morning. Like she's a soldier.
Yep, despite everything.
Despite it's just having a sad little life. That's fine. She rolls up every morning and, she's a soldier. But she's never had to apologise for not feeling herself. Well,
What?
Sorry, for not feeling yourself. Sorry, not feeling yourself.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
No.
Yep.
For being under the weather.
Thank you, Christine. A US news anchor has revealed that she pulled out of a live broadcast because she wasn't feeling great.
Yeah, what was she doing?
Oh, she was having a stroke.
Yeah. Like an attack, not...
Julie Chin, a morning anchor over there, an affiliate of the NBC, appeared to become confused and was stumbling over her words, and then she said, "Something's wrong with me this morning." And we found out later she was having a stroke.
Did she have any audio?
No,
it's not great, Swan. It's one of those, there's audio. That story there sounds a lot funnier than the actual audio. The audio is just like, oh, that's quite concerning and not very, which is why I didn't play it.
Can I tell you guys, if, God forbid, I have a stroke...
How would we know?
How would we know?
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to raise an alarm just by mashing all these buttons at once. So
do it.
If something bad happens... You're going to know I'm stroking.
Have you been having a stroke every morning?
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Earlier on, I told you that I'd visited a bottle shop for the first time. And have I fallen off the wagon?
It feels like you have.
Why did you go to this bottle shop?
How many days? Because you may not realise, I gave up drinking and it wasn't working for me anymore. Anxiety through the roof. Gross. Guess how
Apart from
many
when
days?
you're loaded, though. When you're loaded.
When you're loaded, no anxiety at all. But then, bang, next day. How many days? Let's play this game.
4.
How many days?
4?
More than 4?
Is it 11?
No, more than 11.
You haven't fallen off the wagon?
No.
So 520.
Well done, 580.
Jesus.
580 days, no drinks.
200.
No, I just said it's 580. It's like a year and a half.
Why'd you go the bottle?
I'm going to get on it today. I'm going to get on it again today.
One more guess. Come on.
One more?
Yeah, one more.
6.
Higher.
I don't know.
Have you accidentally had booze?
No.
That's true. One of those Christmas cakes or something that you go,
Oh,
whoa,
no,
there's a
that's
bit in
not.
this.
Nah,
Brandy.
I don't count that.
Okay.
So this story has to do with brandy. But because I haven't had a drink in 580 days, it means I haven't gone to a bottle shop in 580 days.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, a very annoying and inconvenient and intrusive part of my life is that I am followed for reasons unknown to me. I'm followed by paparazzi. And all they do is get photos of me walking and being very dull because I'm a very dull person.
Do you know any of their first names, any of the camera boys?
Steve is one of them.
Hey, Steve, if you're listening, get a real job.
Nah, Steve doesn't Steve thinks I've had a chat with Steve.
Steve, you're a turkey.
Nah, Steve thinks he's really doing God's work. Anyway, he's not. But I've always been very nervous walking past bottle shops or whatever because, you know, I don't want it to become a story that I've fallen off the wagon and, you know, they get a photo of you frowning and you look hungover and angry at the world, right?
Mm.
But I'm also low in iron, which I found out recently, so I have to eat more red meat.
Mm.
And I thought, do you know what I love with red meat?
A shot of tequila.
And a pepper sauce.
Ooh.
You know those delicious, proper, peppery, crunched up peppery sauces? And I never made one.
Get them in a bottle shop, do you?
Wait. So I look up the recipe. One of the key ingredients is brandy. Mm. And you burn off the alcohol. Not that I'm not hardcore like that.
Yeah.
But I needed brandy for this pepper sauce recipe.
None at home.
Thank you.
Is it a tune, Jack?
Come on.
Undeniable tune.
So
Undeniable
good.
tune.
And who's a brandy and Monica.
Correct.
Where's Monica now?
She's
working at the
Maybe.
bottle shop. Did she serve you?
No, she's under the icy pole in next year's Masked Singer. Anyway, so I needed brandy. And I don't have a drop of alcohol in the house because, frankly, I drank it all.
Yep.
I drank every last drop that we had in the
high
house.
school.
Gone.
I drank a friend's mum's cooking brandy.
Creme de menthe, gone.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Not good.
Well, so I turn up to this bottle shop and I need some brandy. I need a third of a cup of brandy for this recipe. And you should have heard the bullshit coming out of my mouth to try and excuse the fact that I was there and not wanting him to know that it was just awful. I'm cringing thinking about it. So I walk up there and I go, I give him way too much information.
Yep.
This is, you know, it's a 19-year-old guy called Jared. He doesn't give a crap why I'm there.
He was like, hi, just the brandy.
No,
Exactly.
I didn't ask for that. I said, hello. He goes, can I help you? And I said, yes, I need brandy for a recipe.
Yeah.
I'm cooking with brandy. I'm not drinking it. I'm cooking. I haven't had a drink for a year and a half, but I'm cooking. I fancy a pepper sauce. And look, you can see on the recipe here, it says brandy just for cooking. And I don't know which one to have. We don't have any. You know, normally you've got some left over at home from a Christmas cake or something. I've got nothing. So I'm wondering, he's just like, shut up.
Did you look over and Jared was trying to tie himself to a fan?
Pretty much. Anyway, Jared, he rolled his eyes and sighed. Like, and it was warranted.
Get a big bottle or just one of the little.
And he
little
turned
hip
around
ones?
and he turned around and he goes, we've got these two.
Yeah.
This one's 15 and this one's 13. I still couldn't let it go. I go, well, I'm not drinking it for enjoyment. I'm just cooking with it. So I'll just take the cooking one. I'll just take the cheapest.
Jared doesn't care.
Jared doesn't give a shit.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, I went and then I had a backpack on and it was already full of shopping. So I bought the $13 brandy for this sauce.
Cheaper.
And I got the cheaper one because I'm only cooking with it, Sam. It's just a recipe. I'm not drinking it. It doesn't matter.
Sorry, I didn't know that's one.
It doesn't matter, see, because I don't drink. And where am I?
You're just burning it off.
Anyway, I slipped it into my pocket, which made me feel even more like a drunk.
In a brown paper bag in your pocket?
Yes, it was in a brown paper bag in my pocket.
Did you get some mints?
And
just some mints to try to hide it on your
I got
breath?
a Seedle breath spray.
Yes.
Anyway, and then I walked out and I was like casing the joint for Steve and his friends. And I thought maybe they'll see the shape of the hip flasky thing in my pocket. And I just thought, and then I drank the whole thing before I got home.
Good on you. So
just swinging and swearing at people and kicking at pigeons.
Can I have another guess how many days you've been off it?
Yep.
1? None?
4.
Thank you.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Melissa Leong is just parking her Volkswagen. I don't know what she drives.
That's all right.
She'll be in next.
That's all right. Just give me a chance to wrap up something. By the way, if you're just tuning in, you did miss a cracking episode of Not On This Day, Not On This Day in 2017, this happened with Seinfeld and Kesha, Swanee.
Gosh, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
I'm telling you, it was more her energy because she came in like a drunk psycho.
And then...
I don't know who that was.
Girls, Kesha.
Okay. Well, I wish her the best.
Now, we've all seen and heard that, but the bit today was interesting because we got to see or hear Seinfeld kind of post-mortem actually explain what had happened and why he didn't hug her at dinner.
I'm 63. I don't know every pop star. I don't know everyone.
But they say you're not a hugger now.
I'm not.
That's right. No, I'm not either. Puppetry, the penis star, injures his...
But you do it, don't you?
Well, if asked politely.
If after the right amount of Jamesons.
Look, I think it's...
What is wrong with you?
I think Jerry Seinfeld's doing the right thing. If you don't feel like hugging someone, you don't have to. But I always do.
The other one, Puppetry, the penis star, injured testicles while performing his signature trick, the bulldog. That was something you missed earlier today. I say this, that was what you missed today. Don't miss tomorrow. Is it tomorrow, Jack? Yes. You know why, Swanee?
Why?
Remember our friend, Dr. James Haberfield?
Yes.
The star of Who'd Win in a Fight?
Yes.
Mate. He's in tomorrow?
In person?
In person. You're going to meet him. You know why?
8:40.
Because we are kingmakers on this show.
Absolutely.
You know why I say that?
Why?
He's got his own television show.
You're joking.
I don't do jokes. What?
I mean, this is a great story. We discovered him.
The Bizarre Pet Vets premieres for an action-packed adventure with exotic pets of all kinds, September 11 at 7 p.m. on 9GEM. But 9GEM is a real station.
It is. The question is his father, Chris, involved somehow? Because when James Haberfield was sick, he's a vet.
Yeah.
That's why we got him to talk about animals. His dad came on, even though he's an engineer.
Yeah, and still gave it a crack.
Still
Dr.
answered
James Haberfield, Deano, and his team of vets and nurses from the Unusual Pet Vets see all manner of exotic and wonderful pets at their clinics. So we had him on for a long time every week asking him who'd win in a fight between this animal and this animal.
A bull ant or a small snake.
Whatever. And he would absolutely indulge us. And now he is a television... Well, as of this Sunday...
He's a television star.
He's a television star. This has got young, newcomer of the year at a Logie's coming up. This has got
Best
everything.
New Talent.
Best New Talent.
Graham Kennedy Award. It's his.
He's coming in tomorrow.
He's on tomorrow.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Melissa Leong, a Gold Logie nominee and judge on MasterChef Australia. She's also an author who's about to release a picture book called A Taste Adventure. It's available in stores on September 15. Here's Melissa.
I absolutely love this book, Melissa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
This reminds me of a book from my childhood, like a Richard Scarry book. Remember Richard Scarry from the UK? with all these great signs and there's, oh my God. It reminds me of it's the same exciting vibe. And I love it.
Thank you so much. It was so fun to make, and I got to work with two incredible illustrators that are Melbourne-based, and one of whom I knew when I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. Kit did the cover, so it's a nice little throwback, and it's nice to work with friends.
How would you describe the book, though, Melissa?
The book, it's fun. It's about discovering the different sensations of flavour through fun and through meals from all over the world.
Okay.
How's that?
Umami's my favourite.
Yeah.
I still don't know where it came from because we didn't have umami as a thing when we were growing up. My kids know about it.
Yeah, it was identified by a Japanese scientist who named it, and it's basically defining that really deep, savoury, meaty kind of flavour that you get from something like Vegemite or mushrooms or Parmesan cheese or tomatoes even, and it's just one of the best flavours that exist, isn't it?
I think it is. I think it's my favourite.
Melissa Leong.
Yeah.
F, marry, kill. Sweet, sour, savoury.
That's a really great question. Sweet. So what is it?
Sweet.
Yes.
F sweet.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know you were that much of a sweet tooth.
But no, nothing
just
permanent. Just a bit of fun.
Yeah, sure.
Bit of a fling.
No
but
strings.
No strings, but like little heady highs, really fun.
Yeah, and not every day.
And not every day. Just
Yeah.
like a sometimes thing.
Yes.
Who are you marrying?
Who will I marry? I'm marrying Umami.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's like a big warm hug all of the time, and who doesn't want that?
And kill.
And kill.
You have to kill one off. Sour, bitter.
I love all of those because I think those sort of those outlier flavours really help to highlight other flavours, and they're like best supporting actors.
I don't like bitter.
Yeah?
I could get rid of bitter forever.
Oh, but I am bitter.
This is true. Hey, let's talk about Steve Price, that you've been in the news this week.
What have you done?
Because
what have you done, Leong?
Thanks, Chrissie.
I'll set it up. So Steve Price had a full page column in a major newspaper talking about how he can't be heard because he's by his own admission, an old white man, and that makes his life very difficult. And you were rightfully upset and pointed out the irony of
I
this.
don't know that I was upset. The irony of someone saying they don't have a voice in a full page in a major newspaper and then going on television the next night for a full hour program.
When you called him an angry garden gnome, that was a bit rough, though. I mean, honestly.
She most certainly did not. Do not put words in her mouth.
All I said was, please excuse me while I go and light a candle.
Yes.
You got Thug Life ready to go? Can you do that? Can you do that? So Steve Price said that he's old, male and cancelled, and you said what?
Please excuse me while I go and light a candle.
Yeah. What else do we want to talk to Melissa about? MasterChef's coming back.
Price
of course.
bashing. Okay.
Never going away.
How many years you been doing that now?
Well, this will be the 4th year and the 6th season, because obviously we count Celebrity MasterChef and Junior MasterChef as full seasons because they are a full part
We
of
were
our
talking
hearts.
about that last night. I had my new friend, Abby Chatfield. How lovely is it to make a new gorgeous friend?
She's such a legend.
She's so beautiful. She came over for dinner and I made my lamb shoulder and sticky date pudding. And
perfect.
she's like, how were you the first off MasterChef? It's still a mystery. It was a great...
I'll tell you how. You made a bacon dish without bacon in it.
Yeah.
How easy? There's an easy.
And I made an uncooked cake.
You wouldn't have had to work that hard that day,
My
Melissa.
heart broke when we saw that cake fall.
It felt like Swan couldn't be asked
heinous
and chuck the towel in deliberately. Self-sabotage.
Heinous.
But I have to say, you know, knowing that you're doing crazy radio hours and then coming in and just being this light in the room it's just insane how hard you work and how magical you are at what you do. So it was a privilege to have you for a very brief period of time in the kitchen.
It turns out I couldn't do radio and TV and cake.
Heinous.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You can do 2 out of 3.
This book is really gorgeous and fun, and it should be, I feel like it should be under the tree for Christmas. Christmas isn't that far away. It's a really great one to get now and put it wherever you're hiding your kids' stuff.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Up high in a cupboard
love
somewhere
it.
was my parents'
I
little
love
hidey
it.
hole. We
Leong,
found that pretty
tell us
cool.
about your
so did we.
Logie's experience, because the MasterChef won most popular reality, but there's a win.
did, yeah.
And but you were nominated for the Gold Logie and most popular presenter.
I
and
was. Thanks, Sam.
Thanks.
It's like, I was waiting for the Sam clanger today.
Was it bittersweet for you? Did you enjoy the night?
It was
or
such a fun evening. Look, I have to say, red carpet, stressful.
Yes.
Hey, why?
Very stressful because
you looked beautiful.
Thank you very much. I was sucking in the entire time. No, it was 2.5 hours of back-to-back interviews, and you're in the back of other people's shots constantly, so you can't just sort of be really excited and then have a moment to breathe, because that second you exhale, you look like you're angry, sad, whatever they would like. Insert, undesirable expressions.
Leong, you're in demand.
And then they'll make a story up about it. So you are smiling and being gracious for 2.5 hours. And as mentioned before, slightly bitter personality. It's not natural for me to just sit there and smile all the time. But anyway, it was such a fun evening. It was incredible just to be in the room.
I agree. I had a great time.
You look around and you're like, I'm only just starting to accept that television as an industry, or entertainment as an industry, is something I'm a part of.
Yeah.
Because I still think of myself as a writer in her pajamas at home, tapping on the laptop. And so to be feeling accepted as part of this incredible group of people just was the most special feeling ever. So that was cool.
Did you witness any sus behaviour in the Dunnies from any celebrities?
Did I? I don't know that I went the entire night. I was so nervous.
Wow.
Good answer. Hey.
I did run into Carl Stefanovic the day before, and he said, "You're going to win. Don't drink too much." And I thought that was
Nailed
amazing,
it again, Stefanovic.
amazing advice. Should I have one?
The swing and a miss from Carl.
Why Melissa's here? Why not?
What are you doing tonight?
Whoa, I don't think I've ever done it in person, Swanee.
I don't think we have.
Melissa Leong, what are you doing tonight?
What am I doing tonight? I'm packing.
Oh,
that's a little bit of excitement.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Japan.
Oh,
A little bird told me that you're maybe heading in that general direction.
The same company.
Yes.
Because you can't. Have you heard this?
No.
So you can't go to Japan. Tokyo is one of my favourite cities. I haven't been since I lived there when I was a teenager. And I'm desperate to go back, but you can't go there unless you're part of a group tour.
Yeah.
And yes, that's right, I forgot. So Plan Japan we're going with.
Yeah.
But I'm going in December, and Melissa, you're going
on Saturday.
How long are you away for?
Talk about umami.
I'm away for just over a week.
No.
Just over a week.
And
So
tell me
it'll be-
everything. Are you going to be eating and shopping? And
Yes, well, eating. It's like I'm so excited because there are Michelin star restaurants that are opening specifically so we can eat there.
Can you believe it?
No.
I mean,
I am going to sushi the hell up. I'm so excited. The new Toyosu fish market, because the famous Tsukiji fish market has moved.
Yes.
So I get to see the new one. I get to see sumo.
Oh my God.
Very, very excited about that.
Common touch that has made you a champion to these.
This is so exciting.
I am on assignment writing for Escape and Fidelity.
All right,
so
there you go.
It's a tax write-off. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
It's a junket.
Melissa's book, A Taste Adventure, it is wonderful. Get it for your kids. It's in stores in September 15.
Love you. Thank you for coming in.
Love you. Thank you.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.